What's going on, guys? I've received a couple of questions about what type of program I've been running, and it's about time I answer. I've done starting strength, super squats, Candido's 6-week program, 2 templates of 5-3-1, along with a bunch of my own improvising. I figured out quite nicely what does and doesn't work for me, and based on that experience, I've created my own program, which I've been doing for the past 3 months. I've put 20 kilos on my deadlift and 15 on my squat in that time, bench about 7.5, not too bad. My program revolves around a 5-day-a-week split, with every day consisting of a squat or a deadlift, combined with a push, a pull, and a pump exercise of my choice. Freedom is the name of the game here. I would almost say it's more of a template than a program. It's not intended for beginners or advanced lifters, but it works beautifully for intermediates. First I'll highlight what I do on each day, and then I'll explain why this works so damn well. Let's get into it. Day 1 is a comp squat where I work up to 1 top set. This could be a heavy single, triple, set of 10, or anything in between. I'll push this as hard as I can, preferably hitting a PR. Moving on, we have the horizontal push for the day, a bench variation of choice. This could be a close grip bench, slingshot, spoto, whatever. 3 sets of 5 at a challenging weight. Same story for the horizontal pull. I'll pick a row that I find interesting and choose a weight that challenges me. For stuff such as barbell rows, I'll stick to 3 sets of 5. For dumbbell rows, which lend themselves better to higher reps, I'll do 3 sets of 10. No biggie, it doesn't really matter. Finishing off, I'll do some type of pump work. Bis and tris superset, lateral raises, higher rep Zercher squats, something like that. Pick whatever you like. Day 2 will be similar, but with a deadlift variation in place of the squat and vertical pushes and pulls instead of horizontal, meaning an overhead press variation and pull-up variation at 3 sets of 5, closing off with a pump of my choice. Day 3 is identical to day 1, except the template for squat and bench is reversed. I'll do 3 sets of 5 of a squat variation, beltless posture my preferred pick, and a top set of comp bench. Same deals with the squat on day 1. Do something you're passionate about. A new 1 rep max, 5 rep max, whatever. Throw in a 3x5 of a row and end with a pump. Day 4 is another 3x5 on the squat variation, followed by 3 sets of 5 on the incline bench and 3x5 on a pull-up variation. Could be a chin, could be neutral, could be wide grip. You guessed it, finish with a pump. Last day, competition deadlift. Try to pull a PR. Second exercise is barbell military press, which is the second vertical press of the week. Closing off with a pump. Now, why does this work? As you can tell, there's no periodization, no percentages, no RPE, no rest times, no set warm-ups. How on earth are you gonna make gains this way? Shouldn't we put the science back in strength? In my opinion, no. None of those tricks trump hard work, intensity, and consistency. This template allows me to incorporate just that. It doesn't matter which assistance exercises and set schemes are most ideal. All that's important is that you consistently do what's good enough. We've all heard it, guys. The best program is the one you can stick to. Some people might need to have an exact plan that they can follow to the T, but for me, that's not it. I hate getting excited about pulling a huge trap bar deadlift, but I can't because they aren't programmed for the next 9 weeks. You need some room to challenge yourself, even if it's just for the sake of challenging yourself. Doing something stupid like flipping a tire 100 times, without it messing up your program. I also like variety. Keeping things fresh is a great way to keep you engaged, focused, and motivated, which is a lot more important than optimal. I just told you all the things it doesn't have, but let's talk about what this program does get right. The balance between volume, intensity, and frequency, which is the key to making gains. I have found that these compounds on these specific days are a perfect balance. Intensity. Frequent maxing out will have a huge impact on your ability to max out. In my opinion, sets above 5 don't work that well for building your 1 rep max. It's just not heavy enough. Go too low and you won't acquire enough volume. Speaking of which, that's where the 3x5s come in. Enough volume and adequate intensity which you can put to use on your PR attempts. Then we have frequency. Drop the frequency below this and your technique and efficiency will suffer. Squatting, deadlifting, and pressing heavy has to be routine. Go any higher in A, you won't be able to recover, or B, intensity and volume have to take a hit. As I said, perfect balance. Couple of disclaimers. I run this program on a bulk and I take getting 8 hours of sleep very serious. Your mileage may vary if you're doing an aggressive cut with 5 hours of sleep a night. I also wouldn't suggest doing this as a beginner. Stick to starting strength as long as you can make linear progress. And advanced lifters will also probably want to stay away. If putting 5 pounds on your deadlift in a year is a huge challenge, you probably have to be a bit more worried about optimal. With that being said, if you're an intermediate, give this program a shot. Go as hard as you can, challenge yourself, eat big, and get gains. Good luck!